This is Canada. Canada is located just north of the United States of America. Surprised? You probably thought the only thing north of the USA was the North Pole and Santa Claus. Well, you would be wrong. Canada is the second largest country in the world and hugs the United States along the longest undefended border in the world. But don't worry, Canada doesn't have any weapons, at least none that are effective. Many Americans move to Canada each year. Why, you ask? There can be many reasons. Perhaps you've been transferred from work. Perhaps you've fallen in love with a Canadian. Or perhaps you lost a bet. No matter what the reason, this film series is for you. So you're going to be a Canadian. Part 1. Canada's favorite pastime. If you're going to be a Canadian, you'll want to learn the customs and traditions of Canadians. And what better place to start than Canada's favorite pastime? Care to take a guess at what it is? You might think it's playing hockey. Or you might think it's watching hockey. Or you might think it's playing hockey while watching hockey. These are all good guesses, but they are also all wrong. Canada's favorite pastime is actually talking about the weather. That's right, Canadians spend approximately 20% of each day talking about the weather. Canada has 4 seasons: almost winter, winter, still winter, and the month of summer. Let's peek in now on some Canadians and learn some common phrases.
So everybody make sure they bundle up. Am I right? I'm right.
Did you see how cold it's going to get?
This cold is unbelievable.
I can't remember the last time it was this cold.
She's right. I can't. It's topical.
Now that we've learned some common phrases, it's easy to see that talking about the weather is a great way to start a conversation with a Canadian. Watch as one of our Canadians breaks the ice.
So, is it cold enough for you?
Well, at least it's a dry cold.
Sure looks like they're having a good time. Dialect is also important to keep in mind. Listen to this common phrase.
Nice weather we're having.
Now watch as we make this same phrase Canadian.
Nice weather we're having, eh?
Wasn't that easy? You might ask why Canadians are so inclined to talking about the weather. One thing to keep in mind is Canadians have no long-term memory. That's why they never start any wars. Because of this, Canadians are continually surprised by the weather, despite going through the same thing every year. Watch the surprise of our Canadians as they discuss the current weather.
Can you believe how cold it is? This cold is unbelievable.
Did you see how cold it's going to get?
I can't remember the last time it was this cold.
We can. It was last month. Well, we hope you've learned a thing or two about Canada's favorite pastime. Good. You've taken the first step in becoming a Canadian.